Hey friends, welcome back. Now we are going to continue our MERN stack series. This is our e-commerce project, and in this video we are going to create Signout API and we are going to work on our admin application layout. Okay, so let's continue. So here is our two different terminals where first one here I'm running my backend application. It is running on port 2000, and I have one more terminal, and here I'm running my front-end application that is on the port 4000. And if you are following me, you are well known about it. Okay, so this is what we have created till now. This is our admin application, and this is where we can do sign in process. So let's do sign in. And we are successfully signed in. Okay, now we can do sign out, but before that let's create a sign out API, so that will be helpful in future. Here, this is our backend project VS Code. Within the VS Code, let me clear so you can understand it better. Okay, this is what we have. We have src folder, we have controllers, model, routes, and inside the routes we have admin auth.js file, and here I'm going to add one more route, that is sign out. Okay, so I'll say router.post, and it is going to be admin/sign out. Okay, sign out, and here we will also check before a sign out user is valid or not. So for that we are going to use a require sign in method that we have created, that is inside the common middleware, I think. Yes, so require sign in. Now let's import this in your route file. Okay, so here is our route file, and now let's type require sign in. So let's type require sign in. This is a middleware we have already created, and you can see that's from the common middleware, so we can import and we can check the token of the user, so we can identify user is a valid, right? Next we are going to add our controller, so that is going to be a sign out controller. So we'll say sign out, that's it. Now let's save, and now let's go to your controller and admin and auth.js, and here we have sign in as well as sign up. We are going to add one more, that is sign out. Okay, so we'll say exports dot sign out, and it is going to take request response, and this is an arrow function, right? And here we are going to say we are already checking like user is valid or not with the help of require sign in middleware, and here we'll simply return a message like user is logged out successfully, right? And okay, so let's before that let's create also a cookie. Okay, so here we have rest status, we are sending the token now, and here you can see we are setting up the time. The token will expire in 1 hour, so we are going to create a cookie in the server, right? So we'll say response dot cookie, that is name of the cookie. Let's say the name is token, and the value will be token itself, and the third parameter will be an object that we are going to decide expires in. So let's expire in 1 hour. Okay, so this is our cookie in our server we have created. Now when we are going to sign out, the user will destroy that cookie. Rest dot, here we are going to say response dot clear cookie, and the name of the cookie, so that's actually the token. And after clearing the token, clearing the cookie from the server, we will return a response rest dot status, that is going to be 200 dot JSON, and here we are going to say message sign out successfully. Okay, sign out successfully. Save this. Now let's verify this token sign out is working or not. Before that, okay, something wrong, right? Let's save, and now let's go to your auth route file, and here sign out, we need to import the sign out from the auth. So we'll say here sign out, save. Now let's test this code in the Postman. Before that we need to sign in also as an admin, so here we'll say sign in, send the request. We have got a new token. Now let's copy this token, copy, and now let's go to your Postman, create a new tab, and here we are going to change this method is going to be post, and here we are going to say localhost colon 2000 /admin/sign sign out. Here it is. Now let's send the request, and cannot post admin sign out, right? Okay, it is actually admin API / sign out, right? So we'll say, yeah, authorization is required. Yeah, let's add a header here. So obviously that's why we have added a require sign in middleware, right? So here we'll add authorization bearer. Now let's send the token, and you can see sign out successfully. So this API is working fine. Now let's go to your code, and let's close this for the moment, and we are not going to touch now. And also let's open your our admin application, right? So here we are going to say that is fine, right? So let's new session and cd admin app code. This is we are going to open this in VS Code, and here we have our admin application. Okay, now let's close this everything here, close this src folder, and here we have actions. Okay, where is our header? So we have components, we have header, we have index.js file, and here we are doing sign out, right? So let's go to the action, and here we have sign out action. Okay, so before clear your local storage, now let's make a request. We'll say const res equals to await, and we'll say here axios dot post, that is going to be that API is already there. Say admin / sign out, that's it. Okay, admin / sign out, and this here we need to send token also. Okay, if you check your store, let's say axios.js, and here we have headers authorization, but we don't have token. So from now onwards, like whenever we are going to make a request for a logged in user, authorization is very important, right? Every time authorization header is required, then only user can access the resource from the backend, right? So let's first access the token from the local storage. Const will say token, that is going to be window dot local storage dot get item, and here we are going to say token, right? So this, if this token exists, we'll create a header authorization, and here we'll check token. If token exists, then we'll create a bearer space dollar token, right? Else it is going to be an empty null. Now let's save this. Now we have axios. If we call from here, this time we are going to send the token also with this API, right? I will show you in the response. Okay, so response, and that's it, right? Now if res dot status triple equals to 200, it means it is successfully locked out. Else it may be 400 or something else, but let's do this. Okay, and also create a couple of constants. So let's go to the constants file, and here we have logout request. Also create a logout underscore success, logout underscore So here we have logout success, logout failure, and request we have already created, right? Now let's go to the action, and before the request, now let's dispatch the action. Dispatch, and here we're going to say type, that is going to be auth constants dot logout underscore request, right? And here, that's it. Next, we are going to validate the response. If it is 200, it means it is done, logout successful, local storage clear, and then we'll send the success instead of request. It is going to be success, and that's it. Here also we don't have any kind of message. What we have just sign out successful, right? And we don't need to show that message after the logout, right? So we'll say it simply like that. And if status is not 200, then it will be some error, right? Dispatch, and here it is going to be again type, and we'll say auth constants dot logout underscore failure. Payload is going to be, let's say, error, that is res dot data dot error, right? Save. So here we have this request success failure. Now let's save. Also handle these request success and failure in the reducer. So let's go to the reducer, auth reducers, and here we have logout request. Now let's copy this 3 times. Okay, so request is going, when we are making a request, let's add a few more things. Let's say loading, that is going to be false, and error, that is going to be null, and message, we might have message, right, that is empty, loading, error, message, that's it. Okay, so when we are making a request, we will make the state as it is, like the existing state, and loading will be something like true, so we can show some message, right? Spinner, loader, anything for future. So here we'll say true, and so that's for the request, right? Once it is successful, that is going to be change. Okay, so here we are going to take the initial state, so it's logged out successful, so loading will automatically be false because we are taking the initial state, and here it is false, right? What if it's failure? Let's handle it. Failure, and here we are going to say, let's take the current state as it is and specify the error, action dot payload dot error, and that's it. Also the loading, right? Loading is going to be false over here again. Let's save, right? Let's save this. So we are done with our sign out. Now let's test this, it's working or not. So let's verify once code. Okay, cool. Now let's go your browser and let's open the console. Console is here, clear, reload your application just for satisfaction, and let's do sign out. And you can see we have got a logout request, and then we have got a logout success, no error, right? Network, and here you can see we have 2 requests, right? So the 200 is successful, and here you can see the preview. We have got a message logout successfully, and it is possible because we have sent a header, right? You can see if you down, we have request header. This is what we have sent from here just now. Let me open it so you can see it clearly. Authorization, this is what we have sent, right? And there we have bearer, that makes a user a valid, right? So with the token, user is valid. Without a token, user is not a valid. Means it's just a normal user, not a customer or logged in user, right? So this is how from now onwards we are going to send all the requests with the token for the logged in users. Okay, cool. So let's do sign in again. Akshay @ sorry, that is going to be info, submit, and this is successful. We have got our sidebar. Now let's add sidebar, okay, like products, orders. So we are going to add routes, actually, like product routes, orders routes. We may have admins, order list, and so many things, right? Let's just start with a small one. So here we have auth reducers, right? Oh, don't worry, not auth reducers, but let's go first to the container, and there we have home. Here we have index. So first of all, what we have to do, we have to remove this sidebar from here so we can use it again and again. Instead of like this, we have to add this. So first of all, what we have to do, we have to write a separate component for the sidebar, or we have to include the sidebar in our layout so it will be reusable for other pages, right? So I'm gonna do that. So here we have layout. So there right now we have 2 situations. One like for the non-logged in users. Okay, so for sign in page and sign up page, there we don't need sidebar. but for inside pages, every pages we need a sidebar, right? So let's handle like that. So here what we can do, let's copy, oh first let's let it be like that, and let's go to the app.js, and here we have our routes. So here we have sign in, we have sign up. Now let's create a route. So we are going to create private route. Okay, let's create a route like products. Okay, here we are going to say orders. Now here instead of home we are going to return a component. So we can also write component like this. Okay, we'll simply say products, and here we are going to say like what component. This is a different component, so that is going to be orders, right? And let's remove this curly braces is not required because we are returning a JSX directly. Here we are going to say orders, right? And also don't forget to remove this exact because this is something different, right? So I'm not going to deal with like fundamentals of React right now. We'll create some future videos like for the React. Okay, so here we have our products and we have orders. Now let's save this, and also let's go and here let's reload your application. Okay, it's fine. So let's / and we'll say orders, and you can see we have orders page. Also verify the products page, and here you can see we have products page also. So this is working fine, right? Really cool. Now let's go to your sidebar again. So here we have home index.js, and here we have sidebar. So let's add a couple of li tags. We'll say ul. Now here I'm going to import some routing component, that is nav link from React Router DOM. So that is React Router DOM, and now let's import that nav link. Okay, and now let's add here. So we'll say nav link, and let's give it something like home. We'll say 2, and here it is going to be /. Now let's copy it 3 times. I will say products, and here it is like what we route. We have created route / products, and we have created orders, right? So we'll create like that, and here we are going to say orders. Now let's save. Okay, let's go to your browser and let's go to the home page first, and you can see we have home. We'll say home, and that is home itself, right? Products, that's products working, and orders, it is also working, right? But we are losing our admin dashboard and all, right? So let's create pages like for the products and for the orders. Okay, so here we have home, and inside the containers we are going to create a folder like for products, and one let's create index dot, sorry, something wrong, what I have done. Okay, products, and here we are going to create a new file that is index.js, and here we'll say rfc, and let's give it a name products, and you can also write a proper name like products product page. I'm writing like home sign in sign up, that's my mistake. Okay, you can correct it. So we'll say products, and here we are going to say layout. Okay, so we have imported layout also. Now let's close this layout, and here we can say products, save, right? And you can see the products, and that is as it is. Okay, so that's actually we have to add in the app.js file, right? Here we have our component, so let's remove this and add products. Okay, hopefully this is added. So products we have here, save. Let's go and check. Here we have admin dashboard, and we have with the layout products but not sidebar, right? If you go to the home page, you can see we have sidebar, but if you go to the products, we don't have sidebar. Let's fix this. Okay, so let's go to the home index.js, sorry, home index.js, and here we have our sidebar, right? So let's copy this from here and put it in the layout. So let's copy and go find your layout. So here is our layout and index.js file. So here how we are going to place the first thing, like for sign in and sign up we don't need sidebar, and this layout we are using in sign on, sign up, products, orders, and everywhere, right? So we'll add simple condition, right? That's right now I'm thinking that is better. Okay, so let's try. Here we have headers, let it as it is, and next we'll say sidebar. So that's actually a props dot sidebar. If sidebar exists, then add this. Okay, so we'll say like that, sidebar exists, and do this and copy this props children and paste within here. Okay, so that is here. And if there is no sidebar requirement, then we'll simply say props.children. That's it. Okay, now let's save, and now let's test this, it's working or not. And here we have got a couple of errors. That's for row, column, and all. Let's add that. Say row, column, and I also need to add a nav links. So let's import. Here we're going to say from nav link from React router DOM. Okay, so everything we have. Now let's check, and here you can see we have products, right? But oh yeah, cool. So we have products, and now let's go to your products page, right? So where we have, so this is, here we have home, here we have products, index.js, and layouts. Here I'm going to say sidebar. That's it. Okay, so we have to say sidebar, that is automatically takes true as a value. And you can see we have products, it is reloaded automatically. Products, sidebars we don't have, so we are going to use the same thing. Let's copy. For the orders, let's go and create a new folder for orders. Within the containers, we'll create a new folder, orders, and let's create a new file, index.js inside orders, and here we are going to paste what we have created just now. So now let's replace this names, say orders, save. Now let's go, and now let's go to your app.js file. Here we have routes. Okay, and instead of this function we are going to say it is going to be orders, and here it is imported also. And here you can see home, that is container, products, that is products, and orders, that is orders. So everything is working fine, right? We have home, we have products, we have orders. Now let's do the sign out, and after sign out we don't have sidebar. Everything is like as we want, right? Sign in, sign up. Now let's test again. Akshay, now let's do the sign in, and here we have, right? So here we're going to say home, products, orders. So everything is working fine as expected. So thank you guys, thank you for watching. Now we will continue in the next video. Bye bye, have a nice day.